the touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson to Gordon out left. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long. It's Watson going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. 87 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson, they go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Easy.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Come on.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Fielded at about the 28. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Undercrunch. 49, check 49.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
SOS.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
Single receiver. Grab. Sweet. Hey, orbit. Alert. Check 15. Check safety.
To throw on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 26. Watch twist. 72.
Now a play fake. Brady. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Open man is QT, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
No. Under 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Check.
Go Bandit.
Check 24.
They'll run with Michelle. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get him. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Easy. Malcolm.
Again, it's Michelle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Alabama.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
72. Hey, box truck, box truck. 51. 53, Linda.
Shotgun now for Brady. Steps away to his left. He'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on second down. Brady, and bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have... And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Touchdown, Houston! Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Slam, slam, slam. Alpha. Bravo.
4-1 Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. Paul bringing it in. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
450. Second reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80.
Check tight. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check it back. Motion.
Hey, 166.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now he'll throw with Brady. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Go. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He may try and run for this. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it here with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Texans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship. 3 points down. He's coming.
Watson. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's caught by OBJ. 30. Past the final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway.